So I messed up on this job, right? I clipped on my mic, as you can see, but I didn't turn it on. So I've got no audio for this job. So I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm just going to do a voiceover and see if I can relay what I was waffling on about. See if I can remember. This was me installing a dedicated EV charging point and upgrading the consumer unit. The reason they're having a dedicated charging point, because they used to have a trickle charger and it burnt out the fuse connection unit in the house. The house is about 9 years old. It's a relatively new build. The meter cupboard is at the front of the house, and it's too disruptive to go from the front of the house, through the garden, and into the garage. So, and agree with me or not, if there was room in the meter cupboard, I would have fitted a small DB or a switch fuse, but there was no room anyway, because they already had a switch fuse with a bit of twin and earth, 16mm twin and earth, and a separate 10mm earth, going from that switch fuse to the middle of the house, underneath the stairs, where the consumer unit was positioned. And I thought it was too messy and too complicated to mess about with, pulling that twin and earth out, putting an adaptable box in under the stairs, splitting the tails in some Henry blocks, and then set a new set of tails to a little mini DB, and then refeeding the old DB. So I just suggested to the client that we upgrade the consumer unit. Right. I'm installing a Simpson & Partners EV charging point. These are so nice. They look lovely. They're really installer friendly and really, really end user friendly. Simple to set up. In my opinion, they are just the nicest. I've got some 6mm EV cable with a Cat 6 inside of it. Most of the run had to be done in surface, I'm afraid. There's the CT clamps, which obviously I'm going to connect up at both ends. But yeah, it had to be surface, a little length of MT4. I'll post some pictures towards the end of the video of the run. I tried to do it as neatly and discreetly as possible. I have no idea what I'm... I'm very handsy. I have no idea what I'm talking about here. Bending radius. The bending radius of the cable. It's quite a thick cable, so you can't get... You'll damage the inner cores if you do a really tight 90, even if I chop some of the wall off. So there'll be a little kick out, as you can see, before I put some... And I use D-line EV saddles. I'll probably put a couple of saddles in there. Right. What an idiot, not turning the mic on. I'm counting. I don't know what I'm counting. I'm changing the board, new charging point, and testing it. It'll just take me the day. Here I am opening up the Simpson & Partners charging point. Again, it's so straightforward. Nice, beautiful looking charging point. There I am stripping the EV cable, taking off the strands. I use the junior hacksaw method. Nipex Ergo Strip. Fantastic tool if you haven't already got one. I'm using this 25mm stuffing gland on this end, but I'll gland it off properly at the consumer unit end, which you'll see later on in the video. I'm using back cables. Never had a problem with it. Heat shrink. I use heat shrink just to tidy up the ends after I strip the cable. I'll do the same on the Cat 6 as well. Here I am drilling out that 25mm hole. Oh, hang on. I don't know why I'm doing sound effects now. Here's an Nipex Ergo strip, stripping the Cat 6. That's my heat gun noise. I just do it just to tidy up the ends after I strip the cable. Oh, this is my new toy. Oh, what's an SDS drill noise? This is my new. I got a new toy. I got the dust extraction for my drill. Oh, hang on. Dung, 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 dung. Oh, and again, then the impacts fix into the wall. Here's me stripping the cable. I don't think there's a sound effect for stripping cable. It's fine stranded cores, so I'm going to use some ferrules. I've got a Nipex ferrule crimper, which is fantastic. Using a proper compliant connection. So I'm using my Torque screwdriver, but I'm using my normal screwdriver to undo the terminals, because someone told me once about Torque screwdrivers, you shouldn't use them to undo terminals because it messes up the spring inside. So I use my regular screwdriver to undo the terminals, and then I think this is 2 Newton meters as per the manufacturer's instructions to torque the connections up. Clunk, clunk, clunk. So there's the CPC gone in, the neutral's gone in, and now I'm on the line conductor. There's no sound effects for this. Hang on. Line in, getting into the cage. Look how quick I am with my fingers there. Ready? Click, click, click. There's the CT connection. I just use a pair. It's just easier. You can just split across like one pair if you want, but I've just, because they're twisted all together, I just strip them and use like the blue and white and the blue, and then the orange and the orange and white. But yeah, like I said, you can just split it across 2 cores. I'll probably push them in there somehow. Yeah. Form them back in there so I don't catch it when I put the lid on. Nice and level. Get the cover on. They do give you spare screws because I think I dropped them about 16 times. Yeah. It's just one of the most beautiful charge points, in my opinion, on the market. It looks so sleek, so discreet, rather than having a big round thing that you see on the front of people's houses. This one looks so nice. Oh, here I go again with my drill. Here we go. Here we go, Lawrence. Go on then. You can see down the bottom there, I've siliconed the cable entry, but then also blew some brick dust back into it just to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, because normally if it's just white silicon, it catches your eye. And you can buy that stuff from TLC, which is like the brick repair, like silicon stuff, but I didn't have any, so the little blow method always works. There's my impact with the D-line EV saddles. Brrr, brrr. You got to use a Posi 3 head, which is, I know, a bit annoying. You got to swap it out. Brrr, 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 brrr. There you are. Putting it back. Yeah, you can see my cable entry at the bottom there. Bit of silicon, and then blew some of the brick dust in. They are smart, those D-line saddles. They are really smart. They do them the same for conduit, galv, white, red, everything. I love them. A little bit of a kink in that bottom bit of the cable, but well. You can see the new build armoured cable on the right, just a couple of hit clips up the wall to a little fuse connection unit. There's the D-line saddles. There's the patio. As you can see, I had to clip it. I don't like clipping it to a fence, so I've tucked it behind the patio. There's my little bit of MT4 all corked in. D-line saddles. This is my actual speed at 3 o'clock on any given day. You can see I'm installing a new consumer unit. It used to be a dual RCD type AC consumer unit, and I'm replacing it with a miniature RCPO consumer unit. I space the RCPOs if I can due to thermal derating. I'm using car door grommet strip. I've grinded off the EV cable. I label the protective bonds with some heat shrink, torqued up all the connections, do all the testing, and there's the CT connections, and there is the final EV charger.